Score! Oh, yes. Score. Dude, Brad, you're not gonna believe what came in the mail today. This really badass mask, man. Like, I've been trying to play out for goalie and all that, and oh man, just like I'm just so psyched. Like I can scare people. Like, whoa! It's great. Like I'm just gonna like be a goalie. It's just gonna be badass. And dude, do you even like what's crazy right now? Like, have you ever tried 3DP like with 3D glasses? Like, here, let me try these on real quick. Like, these look really nice. Like the red and blue ones. Like, yeah, like some old stuff, man. Like, what are you talking about? Like, it's gonna be awesome. Like, oh, dude, I look good. Like if you can only see what I'm doing with my hand right now, like it's crazy. But yeah, dude, I'm gonna try this 3DP. Like, you can stay on the line anytime you want. But yeah, dude, like again, the mask is so awesome, man, and I can't wait to play goalie. And dude, I got this nice Jameson just to celebrate the occasion. Like, I'm just having a really great time. And no, wait, what happened? What happened? No, okay, dude, I'm gonna have to call you right back. I'm hearing something outside. No, you hang up. No, I'm not. You. To know when to shut up, man. Like, when I say like I gotta go and check something out, like, what is that stupid noise anyway? Like, I can't see fucking shit with this thing. Well, I am actually hearing something. I just don't know what. What was that strange noise? Like, I could have swore I heard something. No! No! Get off me! It's hot! No! No!
What's going on, guys and gals, and welcome to Good Reel Hunting, where we hunt for the good reels so you don't have to. It's your boy Brad. The Brett Man's right over there. Chris is right below us. It is the week 3 special for the Friday the 13th, the biggest Friday the 13th summer special you've ever seen in the history of YouTube. It's week 3 already. We are reviewing Friday the 13th, part 3, in 3D. We're very excited to do it. Brett is obviously coming through the screen into your living rooms right now. So that is legendary. So Brett, hit me with that card. I've got to tell you something about this this particular review series. We're not going to be alone. We're going to be joined by Chase Moser from Moser Movie Reviews. We're going to be joined by Robbie Sobel. We're going to be joined by Filthy Dan the Man and Nick Colling as well. And of course, tonight at 8 o'clock, you're going to have a live watch party on House of the Living Dead for Friday the 13th, Part 3. So bring your 3D glasses and your popcorn and be there or be square. It's going to be a good time. So I'm pretty excited to get into this one. This is the birth of the hockey mask here. So guys, God, I love it. What are we thinking?
Man, I'll tell you what I'm thinking. I am more happier than Shelly running over some gang bikes. I'll tell you that for sure.
Ooh, man, it's hard to top that off, dude. I am feeling funky. You know, I love it. This is one of my favorites of the franchise. I don't really know why. I feel like it's not a lot of people's favorites, but you know, as soon as that funk hits and the 3D rolls in, you're having a great time with it, dude. No questions asked. You know what I mean? You're having a good time. You know you are.
Oh,
Definitely.
yeah.
And that reminds me, I gotta just give me a second, Brett. You gotta.
He's gonna load up the glasses, probably.
Oh gosh. Yeah, we've already done the 3DP.
Oh yeah, you can stay on the line anytime you want.
All right, sorry guys, I had to get little Grogu here ready to rock for the.
Oh
all right,
yeah.
So,
Look at
all right. All right, we're ready to party. Anyway, yeah, man, I'm excited to talk about this one, guys and gals. So, if you guys are ready, you want to go ahead and hit the card? You want to go ahead and do the card?
Yeah,
Okay.
reveal it to me.
Ooh! So this one came out in 1982 in August, 5.7 out of 10 on the IMDb, rating a whopping 7% by the critics.
They do
on the
not
Rotten
share your
Tomato-
opinion, Chris.
on
Dude, that
Rotten
is such
Tomatoes.
bullshit. I swear to God.
Yeah, dude, I don't know. The 7%, 42% by the fans here. Some fans, damn assholes. But again, the budget goes up once again, almost twice the budget from the last one, $2.3 million here. Again, racking in the stacks. We're back up to the same numbers as the first one pretty much. And again, directed by Steve Miner here. Overall, what are you guys thinking about that?
Chris, go ahead, buddy.
This is bullshit, first of all. I don't know why this is getting so much hate, dude. I just don't understand it. I mean, you know, it's really not a great movie, but it's so much fun. Like this opened the door for Friday the 13th to be fun, man. This is where we get this is where we hit the fun switch. You know what I mean? This is where it turns into a real party. And I don't really, why are people not on board with this? 7%? I mean, fucking come on.
I guess
That's
they
like
just
freaking-
want. I guess they just want more serious, Jason. That's all I can say.
Well,
You know,
he's
but
serious as a mofo, dude. Like the movie's not very serious.
I mean, like the tone and atmosphere. That's the only way I can think about it.
Yeah, but I mean, he's still cutting motherfuckers up, and it's so much fun. You know what I mean? The people are having fun. You're having a good time watching it. Jason's having the time of his life, fucking shooting harpoons at people and shit. You know? So what is there not to love here, man?
I think a lot of people are jealous that they don't know how to yo-yo appropriately, and the dude
Or
here
juggle.
obviously, yeah, or juggle for that matter. So, but yeah, what do you think, Brett?
Man, I'm along with Chris too, because I have a really good time with this movie. So 7%, I'm not that surprised because critics don't know how to have fun. Now it's got that imaginary stick up their ass, but I'm a little shocked about 42% because we just need more horror fans to vote on the Rotten Tomatoes. But 2.3 million, I'm not surprised because of the success of the first two. And the domestic of 36 million, that's still tremendous. That's fantastic. And yeah, I just, again, have a really good time. As Chris says, when that Funko music starts playing, I'm ready to party.
I just want to know, like, where all these stacks are coming from. If half the people hate the damn movie, how's it making so much money? But either way, I don't care because we all love it here, and we're here to celebrate Friday the 13th Part 3 here today. And I'm glad it made the money it did because that's what led us to the rest of the movies in the franchise. So anyway, hit us. Tell us a little bit about the Jason in this flick, my friend.
Alrighty, let's go over the Jason facts here from Part 3, which Jason Voorhees is played by Richard Brooker, which he is one of the most popular actors in the Friday the 13th franchise that plays one Mr. Jason Voorhees. He's really well loved, and he looks the part too, but we'll go into that later on. The number of kills, we have 12 kills, and Jason Voorhees' weapons of choices were a cleaver, a knit needle, a pitchfork, a harpoon spear, the good old classic machete, a fire poker, and of course, his bare damn hands.
Woo! Like we saw in the intro.
That top photo right there, you said he really looks the part, and I agree because that top photo, there's actually no makeup.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that's what Richard Berger actually looks like.
No,
Definitely.
handsome fella. Yeah, handsome devil. I gotta say, tall man could probably kill me in one punch.
Chris,
buddy.
you got a lot of energy about this movie, so we're going to start with
man.
you. What did you like about this movie?
So no, I think it's so much fun. This is what opened the door to Friday the 13th being like a good time in a certain sense. You know what I mean? Like the kills are still gory. The 3D's fucking over the top. Shelly is a fucking nightmare. You know, and the gang, you know, the gang members here just seem like a couple of guys you would like to get a beer with. You know, there's so much here to unravel. Jason gets the hockey mask, you know, the move over Cheech and Chong and welcome Chuck and Chili, right? So much fun shit here, dude. I mean, there's so much to love about this thing. It's just so much fun. And I know there are people out there that are like, "Oh, it's just, you know, it's dumb," and it really is. But it's just such a good time that you can't help but just like. For me, you know, it's like I just can't help but like it, right? I don't know if you guys feel the same or not, but
no, I have a really good time with this, and too. You guys, you gotta remember something. Like just to make this movie in 3D was such a bitch to pull off. Like they had so much pain and headaches doing it in 3D. Like because that's like new during the time too with the whole 3D technology with horror movies. So they had to deal with all that. But I absolutely agree, Chris. This is such a fun movie, and we'll talk even more about how much fun this movie is with some of the characters and the kills and just Jason Voorhees himself. But yeah, this is really up there for me in my Friday the 13th ranking, and I hope it stays up there because, like you said, it's fun. And even and you said too that people don't like it because it's dumb, but the movie at least knows that it's dumb, and they're actually playing off it versus trying to be serious when it's dumb.
Yeah, just having a good time. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm on your side, Chris.
I think this movie in general can be all wrapped up and put into the character of Shelly. Like we can all kind of like Shelly is this movie at the end of the day, and I think he's one of the honestly and I'm not even kidding. He's one of the best characters in the franchise. He's absolutely fantastic. I love me some Shelly. Every time I get to this movie, I'm excited to see Shelly and his little fro. And he's good in the game, like in the video game. He does a pretty good job, but he's slow as a mother-fucker, as you would expect. Like he doesn't do a very good job at getting away, but he's smart. Like he understands, he understands, you know what you need to do. Like he knows Jason at this point in his life. But yeah, like he obviously he does a lot of. He makes this movie fun though. In all honesty, though, he really does. He brings a lot of charm to this movie with his mask and his gimmicks and all that stuff. I don't care what you guys say. I like Shelly. I think he's awesome.
No, I
like Shelly too.
Yeah, I love Shelly, man. And you know, I will say that I had no idea that David Berkowitz was an actor, you know, before he honestly, listen to me. Hear me out, okay? I want everybody to go and look up David Berkowitz and put that photo next to, and forgive me, I don't have the actor's name who played Shelly, but they look just alike.
I got it right here for you. Larry Cerner.
Okay, so Larry Cerner and David Berkowitz put a fucking photo beside each other. They're the same person. This was David Berkowitz before he decided to go on a killing spree in New York City. I'm telling you, this is it, dude. Son, move over. You know, Son of Sam, forget about it. This guy was Shelly before he was
Son of Shelly. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's what it was.
Yeah.
And I will also say Harold was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Harold was.
I love, you know what? It was so dumb, but I love Harold. Although he does break the number one rule of being a store owner, which is you don't get diabetes on your own supply. You know what I mean? That's the number one rule of being a store owner.
His segment at the beginning. So we're making this list of WTF moments from the franchise. That's going to be an episode.
Oh, yeah, I got that on there.
Yeah. So this whole thing starts. I don't know if it's going to be the top 10 or not. I won't know until we finish the franchise. But this thing added 4 or 5 different options just from the first 5 minutes of the movie from Harold's shop. There's a damn bunny. There's a bunny hanging out in his damn freaking in his stash over here, man. He's like, "Oh, hey, little guy," and he's holding it. And then like there was a snake there at some point. Like he's like, like the snake's eating the bunnies. I don't know what's going on. Like and he's eating freaking peanuts out of his little stash over here, and he's just like he's going on down the line,
eating fish food.
Busting out that fifth to Jack Daniels while he's taking his shit. I mean, come on, dude.
Oh,
what
dude,
are we talking about
like, let's not talk about that. That grossed me out. Like, why did they have to include the shit scene?
Because this movie shits a lot. Okay, like there's a lot of shit scenes in this movie. It's like our boy shits later in the movie, right? I'm not wrong by that.
There's so much.
No, that's a freaking demon.
No, I'm talking about Cheech and Chong guy. Our boy.
Oh yeah, Chili Chuck.
Yeah,
Chili
Chuck. Yeah,
was it Chuck? I can't remember. Yes, okay.
He's taking a dump here in a little bit. Either way, like I added multiple things onto my WTF list just from watching Harold at the beginning of this movie. Like it was very interesting. I mean, it's a good way of opening up, I guess. I don't know. And then he twirls that freaking pole around like he's damn Obi-Wan Kenobi, and he's just trying to freaking hit that thing. And remember Attack of the Clones where he's trying to stab it down in there.
Yeah.
At towards the end, like he's 3D did him very well, but he's great.
And I will say, speaking about Harold, I think I read somewhere where there was an alternate cut of this where it was there was the Snyder cut of Justice League. There's actually a minor cut of Friday the 13th 3D, where basically Jason shows up, and right after he kills Harold, he goes to kill Edna, his wife, right? And Edna just nags him to death. Okay, that's literally just the end of the movie. She just nags Jason to death. What are you doing? Just like constantly just nags at him, and he's like, oh, and he ends up taking the machete, and he just like holds his head up, and he's like, and so he's.
She's killing me.
Right. That's the minor cut.
Oh my god!
Oh,
well, I'm
so
glad
dumb.
we didn't get the minor cut because that was just. You thought that was a 7% on Rotten Tomatoes? That shit would be like a -50.
What are you talking about, dude?
No.
Brett, what do you think about Harold?
Harold, just like that shit scene. He's just okay to me. Like he's entertaining, and that's how you can a little good opening to the movie. Better than the damn flashback. Oh man, that would be a negative. But just to go along with Harold and Shelley, we do get once again third straight movie in a row. We get a bunch of fun, a good group of core characters together.
Mm-hmm.
We got Chris Higgins, we got Rick, we got Debbie, we got Shelley, Vera, Andy, Chili, and Chuck. All of them are so much fun. And even what Chris said, the biker gang of Ali, Fox, and Loco, they were even fun too, especially Loco, because Loco's calling call to say the coast is clear going. I laughed my ass off because it's the stupidest call of, hey, the coast is clear I've ever seen.
It worked though. I mean, it got the job done, and it sounded like they were in nature. Like it's like it fits in. It's like, okay, you're going to be conspicuous here. You're going to just make a sound of a freaking of a damn lion or some shit, and nobody's going to think anything less of it. So it works well. But yeah, I mean, I actually do like most of the characters in this movie. Like Shelley obviously is my favorite in this movie, but I think for the most part, everybody does a really good job. Even Chris, the final girl, I think she does a fine job. Like she's not like one of the best, maybe. I mean, she's probably in the top half, but she kicks some ass at the end, man. Like she really does. She mano y mano at the end in the barn. Like she does a really good job actually kicking some ass.
Yeah, I got a whole section on Chris and the third act too. So, Chris, what do you think about the core group of characters that we get in this movie?
Oh, I love him, man. I really do. And I'm a huge fan of Shelley. I think he makes the whole movie, really. I think he's the heart and soul of the movie. Although I will say it really, like, how exactly does he pack for a trip? You know what I mean? He's inside.
Definitely overpacks. Yeah.
Hey, he has his whole world in there.
Well, he's like, okay, how many props can I take on a weekend trip? You know what I mean? Like, how many's he got in there? He's got the fucking curly hair with the knife in it. I mean, he's got all these props in there. You know, it's like he probably doesn't. He didn't even pack any. He probably doesn't have any clean underwear in there. He's just got all. It's all props. He's just like, how many ways can I fuck with these guys all weekend? You know. But yeah, I love the scene with him going out in the car and when he runs over the bikes and all that and gets that moment to feel like a badass. It's pretty awesome. And I actually think my favorite scene of the movie is watching.
Sorry about your car.
Where he's running out there, arms flailing everywhere, you know, and he's running to the car. You know,
which, by the way, like I let me go ahead and point this out. When he runs out to the car at that point, actually, I'll give you one better. When he runs out to meet Vera's her name,
Vera,
right? Okay, when he runs out to meet Vera, like she's starting to drive off. First off, her taillight's out, but we won't get into that. She's driving off. She's leaving. He's trying to catch up to her. And like at that point, like she's in the punch bug and he's trying to catch up to her so he can go for a ride. He runs faster at that point than he ever runs in the damn game. Like just going back to that, like he's slow as a mofo in the damn game. And like at that point, like I think he definitely outruns his game character version of himself. Am I wrong, Bert, or am I wrong? Like, he's slow as a mofo.
You are absolutely right.
But either way, we had a lot of fun. Shelly sucked. He was really slow, but he was fast here. That's the point I wanted to get across. He got
to that car quick. Buddy.
Yeah. When he's trying to catch up with Vera, he was ready to rock and roll, man.
Oh yeah, and I love the house.
Yeah, I did too, man. That was a great setting. Great setting.
Yeah. Yeah, the barn, I know a lot of people don't like it. I really didn't mind it, like him having like a local hangout that she could just be like, oh, you know, because it creates this dread where it's like if someone is approaching the barn, you know they're probably about to get fucked up, right?
Yeah, bad shit's going to happen.
Yeah, right. And so I kind of like that. I know people were like, oh, you should just call it the barn because, you know, and that's fair, really. But I didn't mind it that much. I thought I liked some of the kills in the barn, you know, the fucking pitchforking motherfuckers to death. And but you know, I didn't have a problem with it. I thought it was cool that Jason had like a central like hangout. You know what I mean? Am I wrong?
Yeah, no.
That's what the movie should have been called. Was Friday the 13th Part 3, The Barn.
The Barn. Yeah.
Barnes and Noble.
Oh God! So, but no, I don't have a problem with the barn either because, like you said, like it's actually very important. Just because every time anybody goes near the barn, all hell's going to break loose.
Yeah. Oh, and it does, man. The barn. It has some great moments in there. Like the third act is pretty much entirely in the barn, right? And all that stuff in there is great. I mean, it's absolutely fantastic. It's a good. With the way Jason gets thrown out the top of the barn and he's hanging in the air, there's a lot of great moments there. And then like how the door gets locked from the inside, he puts she puts some like 2x4 in there, and Jason walks in. He's like, no, let's get rid of this shit. Let's put in the damn real lock, and he does. And then she struggles to get it open. Like all that stuff is great. I don't really mind the barn. I mean, it would have been cool to see some people get killed, more people get killed rather outside of the barn, but. When they're in the house itself, like you mentioned there, the residence there with the spiral staircases, that I thought that was really cool, and that was a really cool little cabin there. I thought that was really nice.
Yeah, absolutely, and the third act just with the barn and just like with Chris and Jason Voorhees finding each other, that was so much fun. It's actually one of my favorite third acts within the franchise.
Definitely, yeah.
And plus, like people don't consider Chris like a good final girl. Like they say that she's annoying. I am totally the opposite. Yeah, she does like the whole screaming a lot, but she kicks Jason's ass without anybody's help.
Exactly,
fairly as well. Yeah.
Lee helped her when he came back for one final like scare thing, in which he just lost a hand like freaking Luke Skywalker, like the Skywalkers do. But
yeah,
but no, like she's just badass, and plus I just love the Chris character herself. Like she's so damn likable, she's resourceful, and she's just so damn beautiful. And you really do feel bad for her when she's telling like her tragic past.
Yeah, she did it. She did a great job. Like I really do think like she in the third act she really did kick ass. Not to mention we all love Jenny, right? But Jenny, she needed some help to kick some ass in the second one, and that was weak ass Jason. This is big ass Jason. Like even though it's the next day, like he's put on about 50 pounds of muscle, and he's way bigger than he used to be. Like, he did some push-ups after the machete in the shoulder, and now he's freaking jacked. And this is a very intimidating Jason in this thing too, man. Richard Brooker knocks it out of the park. Like, he's running, he's chasing people, like, fast
Jason is scarier than a zombie Jason.
Yeah, I agree. He's terrifying in this one and the next one, which we'll get into. But
he's ready to kill in this one. You know what I mean? Like in the last one, he's just like, "Oh, I'll kill for mommy." And this one, it's like, "No, I want everybody dead." You know?
Yeah.
I need to kill. I need to kill to keep this erection. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And she tried. She tried to be smart. Like, she did the old Laurie Strode technique. She runs upstairs. She closes one door and she goes in the closet. But then, like, she gave herself up pretty quick after she saw her friend in there. But like, it was cool. Like, overall, she, like, by the time Jason was chasing her ass, like, she was the only person left, and like a true final girl, if you will. And and she stood her ground, man. She kicked some ass, and I thought Jason would have been, if I would have seen this when it came out, I would have thought Jason was dead.
Yeah, no, she was great in this one, man. She's probably one of my favorites as well. You know, you get tired from walking around all the time, having to get beers out of the fridge whenever you're on your hands all the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like, How the hell do you think he was going to go downstairs with his freaking hands and get a beer with his feet and then climb right back up the stairs? How did he think that was going to go?
I don't even know what the point was to begin with. Like, is this guy trying to show off? The girl's naked in the shower. What are you fucking doing? It's like, oh, I'll bring her a beer on my hands. Who gives a fuck? She's naked in the shower. Got her
pregnant.
Yeah, it's like, what?
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying. Like, it was a point in the movie where she said, "I can't smoke that. I can't eat the weed. I'm pregnant." I'm like, "Oh shit! I've never noticed. Really I didn't pay too much close attention to that ever. This time when I was breaking down the movie, I did, and I thought that was just okay. Like,
yeah, well, he did a very good job last night. Yeah, but I think that's a good point, Bert. What the hell was he going to do? Was he going to walk down this complicated ass spiral staircase? And who's he trying to impress? Like, literally, Chris, like you said, like, there's nobody there.
Yeah, she's already naked, and it's like, oh, I just want to prove to myself, because I mean, like, we've all, you know, I can't speak for everyone, but I've had those drunk moments where I was like, yeah, dude, whatever, I'm gonna do this just so I can, you know, to prove to myself that I can. But like, what, you know, what is he doing? He got all the way to the refrigerator, gets the beers, and then, you know, then he gets his hacked right in half, man. You know what I mean? He gets his dick chopped clean off.
I want you guys to know that this was our original plan for the skit for this intro here as well. We were going to have Bert walking around on his hands, and to Brett's credit, he did really well with it. Like, he did a really solid job of walking on his
3
hands.
weeks worth of classes, nothing.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
But the damn wig kept falling off, and every time he got to the fridge, like, so we had to scrap the wig. The wig got scrapped. It was like, okay, you can't do that, but we did it anyway. But every time he went to the fridge and got the beer out, it flew back behind him, and he couldn't fucking do it. And we busted 3 or 4 of those, so we had to scrap the whole.
They weren't beers. They were
They were claws,
man.
That's right. Yeah.
So we really tried to bring that to you guys. But
it was just a split decision.
I am going to hang myself.
Well, before you do that, let's talk about the Jason Voorhees look, because we got the introduction to the hockey mask. Thank you, Shelly, for bringing us one of the most noticeable looks in horror franchise, or just in horror history, with the hockky mask. And it looks absolutely badass.
I think this is the most, well, I mean, I speak for me, not for everyone, but I think this is at least one of the most universally known horror masks of all time.
Yes, definitely, without a question.
Yeah, along with like Freddy's claws and
the white mask, the Michael mask.
Yeah, Michael Myers mask. So I think this is up there. Like, it's very, very iconic in in the horror world. For me, I think it's probably like the top. The hockey mask is like, I don't think there's anything that beats that. Like, everyone knows, oh, that's Jason. Even if they've never even seen the movies, I feel like people will know, like, oh, that's Jason.
Definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what happened to me when I saw the hockey mask. I was like, oh, that's Jason Voorhees. I've never seen a single movie.
Yep. People know, like, right off the bat, man. It's so iconic.
And what a great freaking decision to bring that in here, man. Like that was awesome. And again, Shelley's whole character was pretty much written for that. You know, like he likes the mask and shit. Like he brings it in. And it looks fucking great. Like it's such a huge, like, as much as I like the sack, this is way more iconic. You know what I mean? Like this is what the franchise is built off of at this point. And it looks fantastic. Of course, you know, as the franchise goes on, it changes a little bit, which is cool. But like this is it. This is the pinnacle of the mask right here. Before any damage is done to it, it looks awesome. And Richard Brooker in general just has a fantastic on-screen presence in this, man.
Yes, he does.
He's intimidating. He's everything you want. This is the pinnacle moment for Jason's career right here, and he just everything here is totally it's there, man. He's nailing it.
Yeah, Chris, what do you think about what Mr. Jason Voorhees and Richard Brooker's performance in this movie?
No, yeah, Brooker fucking killed it, man. Come on, that's what we were talking about earlier. I think that it's you know, it's not this is the first time that we see him really be a badass. You know, like he needs to kill. He's not like this slow ass, you know, oh, I can't see shit. You know, like he needs to kill. He's quick about it. He fucking wants it. You know, he's got an erection the entire time, just ready to kill people, you know, to kill anybody that comes, you know, his way. And the 3D gimmick I thought was a lot of fun. It's dumb as shit, but I just think it's fun. Like watching it now, you know, like when the harpoon, you know, it's kind of funny, and then the snake in the beginning, the yo-yo, it's all
the popcorn.
Which one?
The popcorn.
Yeah, my eyeball.
The eyeball too.
The fire poker. Whenever he turns around and he just like holds it toward the camera for like 25 seconds, and people are like, "Okay, we get it, dickhead. You know, you're finna kill somebody." So that was a lot of fun. Just speaking to excuse me, about Jason and Brooker, both were great. This is the birth of what would go on to be so iconic for 30, 40 years now in the horror genre. So I mean, this is the kind of inception of that, and I think it's awesome, man.
Yeah,
that's why it's so much fun, you know. So much fun. 3D is funky, man.
Yeah, and I put the 3D thing. I'm glad you brought that up. I put that in my mix. Take it as you want it. I've never seen the movie in 3D, so I don't know how it actually looks. So without me actually seeing it in 3D, that's why I'm just putting the 3D aspect in my mix section. Just take it how you want it.
I've seen it with the red and green, red and blue, whatever glasses. I've done that because the 10 box set that I have, it comes with a 3D version with the glasses, and I watched it. It's a pain in the ass to watch a 3D movie with these, by the way. But in your version, Brett, the new box set, it comes with the actual like real good 3D. You just need a 3D TV. So I think that would be cool if we did watch it at some point. But either way, it is fun in 3D. It is a good time. There's a lot of good moments in there, and it adds to the charm of it. Again, even as a person, I wouldn't change it about this movie. Kind of like I was talking about with the second movie. Even if I've only seen this in 2D, like I wouldn't change it at this point. It adds to the charm. Like it's a fun little thing to go back and say, oh yeah, this movie was made in 3D back in the 80s with back when 3D was invented, and they're proud of it, dude. They go all the way with it every second of the way, and it just adds to the charm, man, at the end of the day.
We made the skit the same way, actually.
Yeah. We tried to.
Yeah.
And 3DP, man, that's all I gotta say. It's just you gotta try it sometime.
We've all been playing out for goalie.
No, shoot, Richard Brooker would play a mean ass goalie. I'll tell you that for sure.
Oh, you wouldn't get anything by his ass.
Oh hell no. So we talked about a lot of positives. Is there any more positives you want to talk about right before just of some things we don't like about the movie?
The score. They added some new soundscapes to this one. Yeah, again, very similar to the first couple, but there's some new, really iconic soundscapes that they added to this one. It's fantastic. And I did have noted down here that there's some fantastic, even before the mask comes on, there's some great shots of Jason kind of in the shadows, like at the door of the barn.
Yeah.
And and things like that. I really enjoyed that, just kind of building up that suspense.
I just thought of this. I know why he was at the market. It wasn't to kill freaking Harold and Edna. He's just looking for some freaking road gang because of all that hair loss.
Exactly, dude. He had to get some damn. He was having some problems, or maybe he just wanted to cut his hair off. Maybe he's looking for a barbershop.
Oh, maybe no, he was bald way before he got there. So
he might have been just looking for an ice cold beer.
Yeah, and then with that freaking machete right there, it's like, hey, do y'all have a beer? It's the first aid kit.
Yeah. Or he might have been just looking for that fifth of Jack Daniels that Harold's got in the shitter.
Yeah, man, that put some hair on his chest. But yeah, man, that's it for me, Bert, man.
Yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and go some negatives. The first big one for me is just the intro is way too long. I actually had like the whole with the whole flashback and the freaking Edna and Harold. That took about around 16 and a half minutes. To me, that's way too long.
I thought in general, the pacing in general in this movie was a little bit off. It took a little bit to get rolling in this thing. Like once it gets to the third act, it's fantastic. But the beginning of the movie is pretty slow, and it takes a while to get rolling with it. So you're right on.
Yeah, something I want to mention about that. What is it about like all these sequels? I don't really understand. Like they're horror movies. Why do we have this instance where it's like it shows the title card and then all of a sudden there's like an explosion? Shit explodes. It's like part 2, part 3. You know what I mean? Whatever it is, it's like, yeah. And why it's a horror movie? Why are you like putting an action component, into your titles
or like blood or?
Well, they did drop that sick. They dropped that sick beat after though.
Yeah, they did.
Oh yeah, buddy, they got that. Yeah, that's a fucking trap house beat right there, man. They got that. I don't even know what it is now. I haven't heard it in a while. But
that was it.
Yeah, it's like that, dude. It's that funky fucking jazz. Just you're just rocking out the whole time. 3D, man. But so that's kind of weird to me. I would say, yeah, the pacing at points in this movie is a little strange. But I really don't mind that. I think a lot of the first two, you're instantly introduced to the camp, right? And so you're like already there. And in this one, you get a little bit more like time with the characters before they actually get there. The guys are hotboxing the van. The one chick,
the van's on fire.
Forgive me. What's her name? Avera? Is that her name?
Vera.
Yeah. Her mom's throwing the fit. Like, oh, you can't go. Blah blah blah. And all that kind of shit. So we get a lot more time with the characters outside of the camp. I actually enjoyed that. So I thought that was a nice change of pace for this one. But yeah, there are some pacing issues as we get into the later part of the second and third act. But I mean, overall, once it gets going, I think that it's okay. Everybody, once they start dying, they start dying. So,
yeah. Drop like flies, man.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Did you guys notice that the freaking camera they were using was dirty as a mofo? Like, I kept seeing shit, like, all over the camera. It looked like after we shot well, I won't get into the details, but some of these skits where we had some shit on the camera, like, it was dirty, man. Yeah. Like, it was, I don't know. I kept running into that throughout the movie. I'm like, they got, like, specks of something on their camera. Like, it's not the TV. Like, it was on the camera. It was... I don't know. I don't know why I noticed it, but I did. But I guess you guys didn't. If that's not the case, we'll move on. The biggest negative for me was the damn. Where's the lake at, man? There's no damn Crystal Lake. Like at the end, you get this pond out here that looks like it's in the back of a nursing home or something. Like there's no damn. There's no damn lake. Yeah. There's no Crystal Lake.
I think that's why we were talking about the barn earlier, and I wanted to touch on it, but I figured we would talk about it later. I think that's why people complain about the barn and all that. It's like the setting in general is just not really conducive to
Friday the 13th movie.
Right, yeah. So, I get that, but I it doesn't bother me that bad, but I could definitely see how that's a complaint for sure.
I just, yeah.
Like, I agree with that. Like, again, this movie should be called Friday the 13th, Part 3, The Barn. I absolutely miss the lake atmosphere. But it's Plus, you get great cinematography too with a lake setting as well.
Mhm.
And that's what this movie did miss, was some very good cinematography shots. Just again, they were just so focused on making it 3D, they forgot about the little things along with the movie too, like in shooting it. The last big negative. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like, I just touched on how nasty this damn pond was. Damn, Shelley would have he must have been down there for about 3-4 hours waiting on somebody to show up at the dock, dude. And he didn't have any oxygen. He just had the wetsuit on and he had the hockey mask on and a spear gun for whatever fucking reason. Where did he put the spear gun at? Like,
it was in his suitcase. That's all he packed. And no clean underwear. No, not a change of clothes. How long was he waiting in that pantry? But you know what I mean, or that little cupboard.
Yeah, he had the freaking he had the mask on. He got the clear mask from what King was wearing from See No Evil 2. He had his freaking one-piece swimsuit. Yeah, so
he's down there, and like, how long did he wait down there for somebody to show up? Like,
he
must have been
down there going, "Well, fuck, where is everybody?"
And,
yeah.
And how? I don't know.
Yeah. So as much as I love Shelley, yeah, it was like, How much luggage did he have? Did he really just pack all these props, or did he have like 17 bags? And everybody's like, "What the fuck are you bringing, bro?" And he's like, "I gotta have my props, Jesse. Don't
the whole world."
This is what makes me cool.
Yeah.
He had the damn, and so you said, like, when he was hiding in the closet, he was trapped in the closet. He was trapped up there, and he had the prop going on up there. Eventually, I think he must have been up there for a few hours too, because he eventually just like, fuck it, I'm screaming, I'm gonna get some attention. He's like, ah! Like, nobody showed up, but in the lake, he must have been there forever, dude, before somebody showed up.
Yeah,
and I will say, it's a shame that we didn't get to a Shelley sex scene, because something tells me deep down, probably biggest dick of the franchise.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Crispin Glover.
Oh yeah, dude.
Crispin Glover's here. Shelley's not even.
Not even in the same realm.
Yeah,
buddy.
Did y'all like? Y'all notice that scene too when Vera
elephant trunk hanging off this guy.
When Vera denies Shelley and Shelley goes, "Bitch." I feel for Shelley, because Vera was missing out. Like, she could have jumped in the sack with Shelley too.
Oh yeah, he had
definitely.
a big old. And I love the whenever there's like a scene at the fireplace and he just kind of leans down and stares at her ass. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you remember that? Yeah. And that's the second time in this franchise that somebody's just been like, just like straight on staring at an ass. Like, is that acceptable? And I've just been missing out all these years. Like, I don't know what that is. Yeah, typically, I'll be like, try to catch a glimpse when I can, but I wouldn't just be like, whoa.
Yeah, it's like one of those was like, dude, nice ass, 6 o'clock, but don't be too obvious.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the last two negatives I have, one of them we kind of already know. The acting was atrocious, especially the chili scene where her freaking going, "Oh my god!"
Yeah, that was going to be my big negative. Was like the acting is not that great. Yeah.
No, not great at all. And then this one is just kind of like a preference to me. I don't like the whole idea of Jason Voorhees being a rapist. It wasn't confirmed, but it was heavily implied that that's what Jason did to Chris.
Yeah, that whole freaking cutscene, or that flashback, I have no idea.
Needed.
Yeah, it was so weird, and the fact it would have been fine if they did it and then she got away. But the fact she's like, "Oh, I passed out and I woke up the next morning in my bed," or whatever she said, I was like, "This just got weird." Like, I just you could have just left it and I got away and been fine with it. Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah, I don't. For the record, I don't think that he is. I think that but that scene definitely kind of introduces that question into your mind, and I despise that. Yeah, I think that's
that just goes against what Jason Voorhees is all about.
Yeah.
He's not there for sexual pleasures. He's there for killing pleasures.
Well, in the ninth one, he was there to get up in there. So, but yeah.
Yeah, so it's just it didn't make sense to me.
Let's wait. Let's say the ninth one for when we get there.
Touche.
Let's not bring it up again.
So
I agree, Bert. Favorite kill?
Oh, so we no more negatives?
No, man, everything about this is great. No, I'm kidding. I don't want to speak for everyone. No more negatives from me on my end, man. I mean, I think I've harped on it enough.
Yeah, same here, man. Yeah, Brad, let's go to those kills. What's your favorite kill, bud?
Ooh, mine's gonna be the harpoon kill. Just for the reason that's the first time we see the damn hockey mask. That's everything coming in. He walks out. Shelly, I'm getting your wallet, my friend. And the harpoon comes in. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
Hell yeah.
Yes, still to this day, that one gets me the most, and I love it because there's this, that small moment where she picks up Shelly's wallet, and there's like a heartfelt kind of thing where she's like, oh, maybe he's kind of a sweet guy or whatever, and then we get the Jason mask and all that shit. It's 3D, and it still kind of surprises you a little bit. I was gonna say it was a toss up between that and but the handstand. So, but I'll go with the harpoon one. That's the one that I had written down, and I'm not gonna second guess myself. So I think that's the one I'm gonna go with.
Well, damn, I'm kind of surprised because my favorite kill of the movie was the handstand kill with Andy going, "Hey, Andy, you forgot your machete." Bam. So no, I think to me that was so iconic. And then later on we see Andy's dead ass body on the ceiling.
Buddy.
And I do have a question about that. How did his guts not fall out? It's like perfectly like it could have easily just fell, and it's just perfectly in place. When did Jason have enough time to go get saran wrap?
Wasn't in the budget, man. I think in a modern slasher movie, maybe like what she's reading, instead of the blood drops, we just get like a full intestinal splatter.
Or just like the intestines just slowly coming down like a snake.
And she's like, "Woo!" Yeah. But
that's my favorite kill.
Yeah, and I think yeah. I'm gonna stick with what I got. This is not the one where he. No, never mind. I'm thinking of a different one. Sorry.
Yeah, no, that you're good, man. Another honorable mention I'll throw in real quick too is Harold's kill with the cleaver to the chest. I thought that effect was really cool.
Yeah, that was solid.
Yeah, I mean, all the kill, every time, up until a certain point, every movie steps the kills up. You know what I mean? There is a fall off point, but for the most part, every time the kills get a little bit better. I always thought, but yeah.
And you could also say that Harold's kill was very clever.
Okay, go ahead and end it. Wrap it up.
Well, fuck. Well, before we end it, we gotta do the rating of this movie.
All right,
Chris,
let's rate it.
How would you rate this movie? Because I'm very interested.
I think that we give the last one a little bit. I give this one a little extra. And I'm going to get a lot of flack for this. I know that I am. I'm going 4.5 on this. And I'm sorry. I want to apologize ahead of time. 4.5. I guess I'm apologizing after the fact. I say, 4.25 in the last one, just a half a point, and we'll see what happens after this one. But I think this one's so much fun to me, man. It just opens the door to everything else in this franchise, and it's the pinnacle of fun. Not the best movie of the franchise, just a hell of fun to me. So I give it that score just based on the fun. So what you fellas got?
Dude, that's very interesting, and that's awesome too, because I know a lot of people that really think and feel the way you do. So that's awesome. But unfortunately for me, I'm giving this a 3.75 out of 5. It's so much damn fun, but the problems are definitely there, and they cannot be ignored. But mainly, I do have a fun time, and I do revisit this movie a lot within the franchise.
Yeah, definitely. For me, it's one of the best third acts of the franchise, but the rest of the movie brings it down quite a bit for me. So I give it a 3.5 out of 5. Still a good score, though. Still a great time. It makes up for it at the end.
So, sorry, buddy, Chris. You're the lonely Yippee Ki Yay on that one. This is still a Tosche station.
Yeah, it's still a Tosche station, dude. We're going to pick up some power converters.
But I was going into Tosche station to pick up some power converters.
I can live with it, man. It's just so much fun. And this is definitely this one has the most rewatchability, I think, of any of the entries into the franchise for me. It's so much fun. So I rock with it.
Another great thing to describe this movie too. This is a great movie where you're getting a bunch of your buddies, getting a couple of those White Claws, drinking and getting drunk, and while watching a fun movie that you can make fun of.
Definitely. It's a
You
fun
got it,
time,
buddy.
man. It is. It's a
Sounds
good time.
Sounds like us on June 19th, right, fellas?
Oh yeah, buddy. So that's it for Friday the 13th Part 3. So the next week, we're going into a very opposite of fun. We're going to get down to the nitty-gritty and one of the most darkest and one of the best Friday the 13th movies within the franchise of Friday the 13th Part 4, the final chapter. So I'm looking forward to that. So guys, what did you all think about Friday the 13th Part 3? Did you all have just as fun of a time as Chris did down there? Or were just the problems just really, like, you just really don't like this movie? Let us know in that comment section down below. Let's get that discussion rolling.
And if you want to help us find the good reels, you can do so by finding us on Facebook, Instagram, Letterboxd, Twitter, Snapchat, Spotify, Apple Podcast, and TikTok. Those links are going to be in the description for you to find down below.
Absolutely, and
Bring a corkscrew next week.
Yeah. Hey, subscribers, where the hell's the corkscrew? And yeah, along with bring the corkscrew, you can also help us for a big party by liking this video, sharing, and subscribing. Of course, ring that bell, ding, 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 so you know when the next Friday the 13th review is up and ready.
We will see you guys camping next week.
Oh,
So
look at
bring your
this. I'm pulling
bananas.
out the disco moves. I'm bringing out the disco moves with that Friday the 13th.
Let's get a 3D point here at the end. Bring your bananas next week. We'll see you soon.
And your corkscrews. Tell your mother you love her. Kill
Look
somebody for her.
Look how 3D that is, dude.
And
Go
don't
ahead.
be a dead fuck.
Touch it.